Okay, cool. Hey guys. So my name is Priya. I'm the co-founder and CMO at Source, and I'm here with my fellow co-founder John, who's our CTO at Source. What is Source? Source is a video creation platform. We're a cloud-based SaaS platform that enables businesses around the world to create video content with their global communities of customers, fans, and employees. So, what we're going to do today is just tell you a little bit about Source. We're going to give you a demo of our platform, and then I'm going to hand it over to John, who's going to talk to us a little bit about our technology, what we use, the Kubernetes and the cloud native stuff, and kind of how we use that as Source to enable brands to create video at scale. Right. So, just a bit of a background. So as we know, video is everywhere. It's required everywhere. Businesses need to create more and more content for marketing, for internal communications, to engage their employees. And so, we're seeing so much more video content, and that means brands need to actually create this content. There are 4 billion people in the world that have a smartphone camera. Now this is a really incredible number, right? Everyone is walking around, they are all creators, and they all have the means to create amazing content. 300 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every minute. That is a staggering number. So what we do at Source is really empower businesses to co-create and collaborate with these creators that are walking around everywhere, who are already part of their brand. And authenticity is really driving marketing at the moment. People don't want to be sold to, they want content that's been created by people they know and love, and they trust that a lot more. So this is driving the way businesses are creating video at the moment. And so global teams need technology to help them collaborate. We've seen the rise of Slack, Zoom, Wix, MailChimp, and they all really streamline workflow processes for businesses in certain fields, and so we're doing that for video creation. So as you can see, the video landscape is changing from traditional video production to smartphone. It's more cost-effective, agile, scalable, it's global, and it's authentic. So our vision at Source is really to transform the way businesses are creating video through cloud-based collaborative technology and machine learning. These are some of the clients we work with around the world. We work with enterprise customers and SMEs, all in different kind of use cases. Accenture uses it across 400,000 employees to create authentic recruitment marketing comms. Oracle, who we work with very closely, use it for event content. And football teams like Manchester City are engaging with their fans around the world to create an authentic look from their supporters. Cool. So I'm going to dive in and give you a really, really quick lightning demo of how it works. Okay, cool. So so Source is a web platform that you can see behind me. We also have a mobile app, so a native iOS and Android app, and it all revolves around projects. So these are the different projects you could be creating videos with. So I'm just going to switch to the app view. So here we've got a project around a festival. If you just jump into the project, John, you can see in the project you have your video brief. So this tells your creators what your video is about, and then underneath that we have the shot list. So typically the type of people that use our platform are not videographers, they're everyone, and so we guide them through a shot list that tells them, can you scroll? Tells them exactly what to film, what to capture with their phones and upload. And then you can invite your creators into the project. So if you hit the invite button, it generates you your invite code. And you can share this through Slack, email. You can invite 2 people, you can invite 2 million people into your projects. And then when they jump in, they become one of your creators. So you can see here we have about 6 creators here. And in this, we can message them, we can give them different admin functionality. But I've now, got 6 people in 6 different cities around the world who I've transformed into my film crew within a few clicks. Okay. So people go, they shoot video on their phone just with their cameras, and they take photos, and then they upload it into the project. So we just hit the Add to Project button and choose from gallery. So I can select some photos and videos that we took today. There we go. And hit the edit button. So we've built in-app editing to make it really, really easy for people to edit. So it's all really simple, a really simple UI that's very, very powerful. So you can trim your clips just by dragging the handles really easily, move clips around, start to begin to tell your story a little bit better, swipe on the image for filters. That is John enjoying a beer yesterday, I just realized that. You can add music, add slow-mo, all kinds of stuff, but it's all designed with really, really fast, easy UI in mind. And then you just simply press the upload button. That will share that into your project. So now that video is on the cloud, the content manager, the marketing manager in the team can access that wherever they are. And they can either use our editing functionality in the app to edit all of those bits together, or they can use the desktop platform and download all of that content straight in to their video editing software that they're using on their desktop. We're integrated into Adobe Premiere Pro, so professional videographers can actually use that to create, feature-length videos, and we have a number of other integrations for kind of publishing that video afterwards. So that's a quick snapshot. That's some of the features. There's much more. We're over there on the demo stand with Oracle. So yeah, come and see us, and I can talk to you more about it. So I'm going to hand over to John, who's going to kind of talk to you more about the technology that we use.
Okay, great. Thanks, Priya. So we, like Priya was saying, we're working with huge clients like Accenture, Manchester City, but we're a team of 8 people, and our tech team is only half of that. How do we go about that? Open source, cloud native, Kubernetes, those are the things that we were born with. It's where we started. So we have a native Android, iOS app, which are written in Java and Swift. And then we've got as you just saw, our React-based web platform that we're using. And they're all backed by our Kubernetes clusters and RESTful APIs. So we're mainly a Python company. I came from a PhD in astronomy, and so Python was the language of choice there. So when I started building source, Python was our go-to language. We mostly use Flask applications. They're really lightweight. They're really great for just building small, RESTful microservices that do one job and do one job really well. And so we run those in containers, try and run them in Alpine where we can, but it's not always possible. So again, keep the container really lightweight so that when you deploy it to Kubernetes, it fires up real quick. If there's a problem and it needs to be changed, we can change it over really quickly and easily. My mic closer. Okay, sorry. So Kubernetes, what it empowers us to do is burst our processing for when Manchester City have a football match going on and they've got thousands of fans uploading their predictions of what the score's going to be. So what we do is we allow Kubernetes to burst our containers across our cluster. People start uploading videos, and what happens when people upload videos is a video goes into our cloud native storage, and then we spawn a lot of Kubernetes jobs. You guys familiar with Kubernetes jobs at all? A little bit like functions, but what we can do with Kubernetes jobs, which we can't right now do with functions, is we can back them with big old GPUs. So we use some NVIDIA K80s and some other GPUs to power our video transcoding. That makes it really, really fast. We get sort of 200 times our video transcoding speed by having a GPU behind it. We're mostly using kind of FFmpeg or the underlying libraries for that, which is AV codec, sort of libraries like that, to transcode our videos. So a single job, what it will get is a video that it needs to transcode and a set of parameters that would go into the container as environment variables. And then all it does is just processes that video, pushes it back to the cloud, and sends a message out saying, yeah, that's done. Really simple, really easy to use. And if something goes wrong, if there's a bug with the transcoding, it's really, really quick to restart it. You can just toggle a few parameters, maybe push a new image, and then hit go on the job again, and it will reprocess. So it's really reliable. And that kind of works with our APIs being self-healing because of Kubernetes, watching our health checks and redeploying any pods that go wrong. So that's a little bit about how our Kubernetes clusters. Any questions on that so far? Good. So I want to talk to you about the future of video editing. As these guys will tell you, video editing is not easy. It's a really high-skill job. It takes a lot of training. It takes a lot of work to be good at. We want to make that really, really easy. We've done that with our apps. Our apps are, hands down, the easiest way to edit video on your phone. But we want to make that even better with intelligent video editing tools. So what we've been doing is we've been recording, capturing information about how users are editing their videos. We've got all the content. We've got the editing decisions about how they edited their videos. So we've got all this content coming up. We've actually got, it's probably a much bigger number than that, I think now. This probably needs to be much bigger. Editing decisions, how they trimmed, what music they chose, what filter goes with a type of clip when they put slow motion on one of their videos. So if a snowboarder is going down a mountain, quite often when they throw some huge trick, what they'll do on the edit is they'll put slow motion on it. So you get a slow motion of a snowboarder doing a 360. Or in a more business sense, like if someone's talking on a clip, you probably want to lower the audio, lower the music and raise the audio of the clip. We've learned from all those editing decisions, and we now have intelligent tools that can just do those laborious parts of video editing, just do that in a flash for you. So we have RESTful APIs that we use internally, or we also offer out to some of our partners to use in their video editing software. And then we have some React components that you can basically plug into your website and have our video editing tools that just work there in your website. So you can edit videos then and there, just simple editing. So intelligent video editing is going to be the future. It's just going to leave you with a little tiny, the fun tweaks, like, oh, it didn't quite trim the clip exactly how I wanted it. Just want to trim it a bit shorter. Hit go. It's changed video editing from being a week to turn around a video edit to you can do it on your phone live at an event like this in 1 minute. So we work with Oracle, one of our partners. They film events like this. Rather, they have film crews around, but then they also have people just filming with their smartphone, editing on their phone, pushing it into the clouds, and sharing it on the social networks that they choose. So yeah, that's the future of video editing. Our story brothers. So I can perhaps just recap. I think I talked through a few of these already. We can detect quality. We can understand what content is good. We can order it in an intelligent way. We can then sort of do scene detection and object detection, so that maybe you want to zoom in on someone's face, maybe you want to slow-mo a clip. And then we have this really powerful editor powered by GPUs, powered by Kubernetes jobs, and powered by AB codec and FFmpeg to make your awesome edit. And then you can just tweak it and share it out. Thanks very much. So it's the Source platform.